Good morning, Bulldog families. Welcome to May. I hope everyone had a great April vacation. With the start of May, certainly the end of the school year, people start thinking about next fall. And so I wanted to put a quick video together to hopefully answer some questions you may have regarding fall sport offerings and tryouts that will be here before we know it. So let's kick off and start going through this real quickly. First and foremost, the most important is the academic eligibility requirements, which matter right now what we're doing in Q4 to be eligible for Q1 of the fall 21 season. Current high school student athletes, grades 9 through 11, you must pass at least 4 of your current classes in Q4 to be eligible for fall sports. If you have an everyday class like a Roots of Thought, or any humanities class, those do count as 2. And so that would take the place of 2 of those courses in those scenarios. But it is crucial to remember, Q4 grades is what determines eligibility for fall sports, not Y5, not final semester. The Q4 grade that essentially you're doing from now until June 11th is going to dictate sport eligibility next fall. Please keep that in mind. I'll allude to that a little more in a minute. When registering for classes for next year, during the actual fall season, you must be in at least 5 classes during the sports season you want to take part in to be eligible to maintain your eligibility. So when you start working with your counselors about your schedule, be sure to make sure that you are signed up for and attending 5 classes next year, at least 5 classes. Many cases, many of you take way more than that, but at least 5 classes. Any questions, please come see me on that. And to our Allergio current 8th graders, starting high school, you have a fresh start. Your academics in 8th grade do not come into play. You start fresh as a 9th grader, and by no means is this an out to not be successful this Q4 for you, but you do come in. So regardless of how many classes you're currently taking, you come in as a fresh start 9th grader. But again, to note, you must sign up for at least 5 classes if you are a fall student athlete. Our offerings at the high school, we've broken it down into our 3 categories. Boys only teams of crew, cross country, and soccer will be selected. Girls only teams are crew, cross country, field hockey, soccer, and volleyball. And then although crew and cross country may have a co-ed feel to it in their practices, they do have their own separate teams. Co-ed options that we do offer include bass fishing, golf, football, and spirit, which some people also call cheer. So those opportunities, there will be a co-ed tryout environment where the boys and girls options will be split. Although we may share practice locations in many of them, they are split and are separate teams at the high school level. The most important one right here, which I know I'm starting to hear from in questions, tryout dates. Football first official practice will be on Friday, August 13th, with gear pickup on Thursday, August 12th. Due to the acclimatization process, they do start a few days prior to all other offerings this fall. And so all other fall sports will begin Monday, August 16th. And again, the times and tryout locations are being finalized as we speak. And as soon as we get that information, we will send that directly to each family specific to the sport they are interested in. In every tryout fashion, tryouts will be at least 3 days long, in some cases longer if the coaches need it, to fairly assess all student athletes trying out. But that'll be dictated if we need extra days based on the participation numbers that come out for tryouts. Within the trial process, and you're going to hear from your coaches as well on this, but it's important to hear it from me, especially for our new families, what the expectation is about being a member of one of our high school sports teams. At a varsity level team, the expectation is that you will be attending every committed workout, practice, game, team activity from August 16th through the end of the season. In many sports at the varsity level, that will probably finish around the 2nd week in November. And the expectation is that over that calendar 3-month period, you are making every committed event. Our coaches do a really good job of communicating in advance our schedules. And so I think it's fair to say that a student athlete wanting to aspire to be on a varsity level team can commit to that. Certainly with that, we recognize work and other non-team commitments may need to be compromised, and that is the choice families need to make to be a member of our varsity level team. Because even if we have limited numbers of tryouts and we only have a junior varsity and a varsity level team, there is still displacement that occurs. And when someone makes that varsity level team, the expectation is that they're fully committing to the entire season from August 16th onward. At the sub-varsity level, which would be our freshman level teams and our junior varsity level teams, we recognize, especially for new families and coming into the high school, that level of commitment may be something difficult to navigate at this point if something is already scheduled. Having said that, we expect every commitment is available to families that have not had something pre-scheduled to this point. And when there is a conflict, it is communicated well in advance to the coaches or myself if it's a significant conflict of some kind. Again, at those levels, though, we do expect daily commitment from our student athletes. And so long-term conflicts that could occur multiple days a week or multiple weeks of a season, like a driver's ed or conflicts with other school sports, or non-school sports, we don't allow those to be there. And again, the purpose of that is to solidify the experience for our student athletes and our coaches so that you as a student athlete can get everything out of what we're asking of you and really maximize the commitment and the experience within a sport. Over the summer and the coming days, we will start offering many different opportunities. I know football has already started working out. Volleyball is going to start next week, and soccer is ironing out their situations now. Again, at the summer offering levels, this is open to everyone. In some rare cases, we may be limited to bring only a certain amount of kids to either a summer scrimmage or a summer workout with another school. In those cases, coaches will select from returners to take part in that, to best assess the student athletes that take part in that when our number constraints are there. Having said that, that's very few and far. Most of our workouts will be open to everyone, and you're certainly encouraged to attend, whether you're an incoming ninth grader or a returning captain, varsity or senior. You know, the expectation is that if you're around and you can attend, we want you there because I know our coaches want to get to see you. It's a great opportunity for conditioning. It's a great opportunity for skill building and certainly introduction to your peers that you may not be familiar with as teammates. Again, these opportunities in the summer are not mandatory in any way. Having said that, if you are around, we highly encourage you to attend them so that come August 13th for football and August 16th for all of the sports, your fitness level is on par with what the tryout process looks like and not be in a situation to possibly risk injury because you are not physically fit to perform at the tryout process. So our next steps, and these are activities and parts that we want our student athletes to be thinking about and literally acting on today. First and foremost, again, finish school year strong. Whether you're an upperclassman and you're on the brink of straight A's, make sure you get straight A's. Do everything you can to be as successful as possible for the next 5 weeks. If you are a student that was concerned about my first slide regarding academic eligibility, please reach out to me, reach out to your counselor. Let's get that fixed now on your time management skills over the next 5 weeks to ensure you're going to be eligible in the fall. And certainly to our 8th grade families, you know, do everything you can to have a very strong, successful Q4. I know it's more difficult in the spring with weather improving and wanting to be outside, but as incoming 9th graders, this is a great opportunity for you to push yourself academically, because I can tell you at the high school level, your time management skills will be pushed more. And so do everything you can now over the next 5 weeks to really excel academically so you're ready for the start of school and the start of sports for your 9th grade career. After this video, you're going to see a link via email that is a simple Google form for you as a student athlete to sign up and let us know what sport you're interested in this upcoming fall. We use this in our database to start to collect your email and mom and dad's email, pass that along to our coaches so that we can pepper you with all our summer information and hopefully season information as we progress through the summer so that you are in the know with everything going on for summer offerings. This allows us to gather that information. This also allows me, for our current high school students, to start doing that grade checking and start checking for physicals on file for you. In addition to that, pass along information in the coming weeks about paperwork turn-in, concussion testing, and any other information pertinent to you for eligibility starting tryouts on the 13th and the 16th of August. I recognize over the summer, many of you may not be checking your email, and that's a good thing. And so over the next 5 weeks, I want to do everything in our can for Ms. Barry and myself to get you every piece of information specific to spring or summer and fall sports so that you're ready to go when we hit the end of school year. Again, for new families, concussion testing is something that we'll be providing more information to you. That'll be June 14th and June 16th here at school. And we'll be directly informing you via email of that stuff and not with the blast email like you're getting with this here. Certainly, our information and how to contact myself, Ms. Barry, here in the athletic office, please reach out. I want to make sure all our student athletes feel comfortable for the summer and feel comfortable in the tryout process, especially our incoming ninth graders. And so any question you may have about anything, please reach out to us here in the office and we can hopefully answer it. I'll be here certainly all summer long, but if we can answer it now so that your son or daughter feels more safe or comfortable about it before the school year's out, we definitely want to do so. So again, I thank you very much for your time. I wish our student athletes nothing but the best as you're finishing the school year. And with that said, have a great day and enjoy the rest of the school year. Thanks so much. Go Bulldogs.